Shané Darby, the 2nd District Council member of Wilmington City Council. Today, I'm highlighting Delaware, Pacem, and Terris, a nonprofit organization that has been bringing individuals and organizations together for 55 years to make positive, peaceful change with justice on the local, national, and global level. Joining me today are our two co-directors, Sarah Green and Shauna Brown. How are y'all today?
Pretty good.
I'm glad to have you guys. Can you share with me some background on how and why Delaware's Pacem Terris started?
So, Pacem and Terris was started in 1967 when a lot of different interfaith leaders in the community came together to protest the Vietnam War. And so obviously that was a long time ago, and after the war ended, they decided to stick around and just advocate for peace in a lot of different ways. So that's looked a lot of different ways for years, but recently, since we've become a team of 4 co-directors, our focus has really shifted to super local in the city of Wilmington, and the zip code of 19802, because that's where we are. Shauna and I both live here. Our kids go to school right here at Warner, and we think that we can make a much more of an impact if we just focus on our neighbors and the community where we are.
Yes, I love it. And any other background you want to share about?
I'm just excited that we have shifted to a more local approach where we really are getting to know our neighbors. It's really important that we create that peace at home before branching out into other areas. So
yeah, and I know you guys been around for 55 years, but specifically working in a 19802, it's been about 3 years? 2, 3 years?
Since Sarah came on, so
it's been almost 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
2
So
years,
pretty
yeah.
new team.
Yeah, so I'm glad you guys are an asset to the community. I know you guys have some great programming. So can you share with us the examples of the type of programs you have? I know you have the monthly community listening sessions. You also have the building relationships or restoring through relationships for local community leaders. It's a training about conflict and communication. If you can explain to us a little bit more about your programs that you offer for our community.
Definitely. I'm super excited for the programs that we have off the ground. Also, in addition to the community listening circles, we have a really vibrant Peace Youth Art program. So we have a visionary Peace Art program where over 550 students this year answered the question, what does peace mean to you? Yeah. And it seems like a very straightforward question, but it is always so inspiring and thought-provoking to see what children think of when they think of peace. I mean, from ages like 5 all the way up through 18. And so our visionary Peace Art program, and then those 550 pieces are judged. And I think about 85 of them are chosen to travel across the state, to state service centers, to libraries, that we have some in the Moors as well. So, and many important in the courthouses. So we have them all across the state in very important places. But we are focusing on our community as well. So we have the community listening circles where we invite our community into Pacem to just talk and listen, and we listen to each other. We also have the Restoring Through Relationships program, which is an intensive 12-week program, 20 hours across however many weeks, where we teach people how to transform conflicts, how to communicate with each other. And I think those are some of the foundations for building relationships, for decreasing some of the violence that's in our community right now.
Yes, I think the programs you guys are offering are a game changer. Conflict, communication, peace are all things we want in our community. I know that the city of Wilmington, 19802, we're plagued with a lot of things from poverty to gun violence that we face in our community. Are there any other programs or highlights that you want to say, Sarah, about any of the programming that you offer?
I think we're trying to come together to build relationships to address all of those things that you just mentioned. And one of the things about poverty, and also with our high rates of incarceration in this zip code, people who coming out of prison really are highly motivated to work to make their community better. to be a positive example, but they don't have many opportunities. So we're giving everyone an opportunity to kind of share their lived experience, to help others learn, to build a support system, and our opportunities are paid. So for our community listening circles, we have incentives for participation, and then for our Restoring Through Relationships, it's a paid training course. So we're taking the motivation that people have and the lack of opportunity that is here, and we're trying to create opportunity for people who want to give back to have not only paid positions, but can kind of have a ripple effect of building those personal communication, conflict resolution skills throughout the neighborhoods.
Yeah, so I love how you guys are looking at like the individual issues and then the structural oppression or issues that are happening in our community, and then looking at the programs you're offering and implementing those things. And I know there's one more thing that you guys have. I think you mentioned a community garden before to me, right? So tell me how that's going.
That's actually blooming very nicely outside, and we have actually 3 different organizations working here at Hanover. And so someone else who works here just took a picture of the little kids from the child care center downstairs sitting in the chairs in the garden using the books from the lending library. So that's part of the Sacred Grounds Initiative, which was a kind of collaborative grant for places of worship throughout the city of Wilmington, and we planted a native pollinator garden, which is beautiful. And it's just a inspiring way to enter the space.
Yes, thank you. And I think arts, garden, all of those things are important to like how we feel about our community, how it looks, right? I want to live in a community that looks good too, right? So if I'm an individual, I live in this neighborhood, how do I get involved with the garden? How do I sign up for a monthly community listening session? Or I'm a leader in the community and I want to talk about and be a part of the training for communications and conflict resolution. Like, how does someone get involved or do an internship with you guys?
That's a great question. The best way for people to get involved is to go to our website, www.depacemandterris.org, and then you can find out so much more information about us. You can sign up to be a volunteer. You can go under our events page and sign up there for the community listening circles, or just register. Anyone can come even if you don't register, but we prefer for you to register, and then you'll be able to get more information about when we start our next Restoring Through Relationships cohort as well. So the website is the place to be. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram, Delaware.Pacem on Instagram, and also Delaware Pacem and Terris on Facebook.
Well, thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Sarah. As Delaware Pacem and Terris continues to create connections that foster peace within ourselves and our communities, be sure to visit their website to stay up to date on the latest information. I'm Shané Darby, your council member of Wilmington's 2nd District.